guys, and welcome back to a brand new kitchen session.
Hello!
So today is our first duet, our first singing duet together.
Yeah, you've seen us in the kitchen before with the guitar and the vocals, but you haven't seen us or heard us mixing the vocals together.
So we had quite a few requests to sing a Johnny Cash and a June Carter duet, and we chose It Aint Me Babe, which is one of your favourite ones.
Yeah, originally by Bob Dylan, and then Johnny Cash and June Carter covered it, but the first time I heard it was in the film Walk the Line, which is my favourite film of all time.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, we would highly recommend. It's so good.
And I was saying to Helena actually the other day that I was so enamoured with the film that I had my acoustic guitar and I used to play along to all the tracks in the film when Joaquin Phoenix was playing and singing the songs, and then it would get to It Aint Me Babe and I'd be like, I haven't got anybody to sing it with, but now get to fulfill a dream. Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun putting this duet together, so we hope you enjoy.
Go away from my window, leave at your own chosen speed. I'm not the one you want, babe. I'm not the one you need. You say you're looking for someone who's never weak, but always strong, to protect you and defend you, whether you are right or wrong. Someone to open each and every door, but it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. Go lightly from the ledge, babe. Go lightly on the ground. I'm not the one you want, babe. I'll only let you down. You say you're looking for someone who'll promise never to part, someone to close his eyes to you, someone to close his heart, someone to die for you and more. But it ain't me, babe. No, 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 it ain't me, babe. It ain't me you're looking for, babe. You say you're looking for someone to pick you up each time you fall, to gather flowers constantly, and to come each time you call, and will love you for your life and nothing more.